yeah. And he just goes, oh, there you go. Here's the damage. This is the build, sort of. See you later. And that's all you get. And you're like, the fuck am I supposed to do with that? So really, yeah.
I told Greg he needs one of these motherfuckers need to start a Neverwinter YouTube channel.
Is there really? I mean, is it worth it though? Is it really worth it? Have you seen how?
You gotta
No.
It's really. Have you seen, like, bro? Have you seen how many years those guys have been posting? The guys who have been doing it, and look how little they've gained in like 5 years of doing it.
Aragon's videos, every video he's begging people to support him.
Who had a following for real, but like I even like Silvery better than Aragon.
No. But the thing is I don't think they're making enough money from fucking doing Neverwinter videos to make a living. There ain't no way.
No.
They're getting like 1,000 viewers, maybe. Like that is nowhere near enough.
That's why they split their videos up, and they want. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the cheat code with YouTube.
Well, it's not really a cheat code, but I know what you're gonna say. I wouldn't say it's a cheat code, but I know what you mean.
So if you put out 2-3 videos every 2-3 days, you making $10, $15, $30,000 at the end of the month because them 1,000 views add up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can promise you they're not making that. I can promise you.
I was gonna say they are
no,
definitely.
I can, and I know what you mean.
They are.
No, they ain't. No, they ain't. Because I know the numbers that you make. Because I know YouTubers, so I know the numbers they make. No, you don't. No, you don't. I know what you mean, though. Okay. You are right, though, in what you say, though.
I'm an independent artist. I get money from YouTube, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know you don't get that much, because I know YouTubers that have get a lot more views than that, and they don't clear that. So I know you don't get that. Maybe you get it from royalties. I'm not saying you couldn't get it from royalties from the music, but you definitely don't get it from YouTube. I know that much.
Royalties is totally different. So
yeah, you definitely don't get that from YouTube on its own.
Is every 3,000 plays, basically. Okay, well, this is totally different.
Wait,
so
it's totally different.
So music 3,000 plays equals an album sale, right? So with video plays, I think it's 1,200. That equals basically, let's say, an album sale. So if you putting out 1,000, 15 videos a month, right? And each one of them bitches is getting you $1,000. 1,000 views, which most of them gonna get you more. You gonna make you some money at the end of the month.
You'll make a little bit. Yeah, you won't make that much because the thing that you don't take into account is CPM. The CPM is what defines how much money you make, as well as fall off rate. Which is how I know how much people make, because I've seen the numbers.
So not sponsors.
Not talking about sponsors. Ads. Yeah.
That's how you get the money.
Yeah, but see the thing. Yeah.
You get money just from having videos.
No.
You have to you gotta get sponsored.
Well, you do get money from.
Word I'm looking for.
Well, you do get money from just having videos because it's called a CPM rate. But yeah, go on.
It's what the fuck is this shit called, bro?
It don't really matter. You get money from getting advertisers or having ads put on your videos. But the thing is, there's a fall off rate to that. So, but you definitely
continuously put videos out.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But the thing is the quantity versus quality control kind of takes over. So you can put one good video out that gets a lot more views. But if you put 3 videos out, even in 3 days for Neverwinter, and it gets 3,000 views, you'll make hardly anything off that. And you'll get no sponsors because it's Neverwinter. No one's going to sponsor you. Because you see, with music, if you're attached to a label, or if you ended up being a SoundCloud artist, because there's some people that are, you at least have some recognition for a sponsor from any label or organization. Neverwinter has none of that because it has no advertising. So you can't get any ads for Neverwinter. You'd have to take random ads, and they're not going to put it on videos. The only way they could do that is if they pay for their own ads, which is something that some people do to attract video attention. But the problem is with that is that because there's an exploit you can do with it where you put an ad on, say, for hiking. So anyone who looks up hiking videos sees a Neverwinter video. But the issue with that is it tanks the fall-off rate within about a week, and your video just gets no views. That's the issue you run into. So Neverwinter just ain't going to pull no money like that.
You wouldn't believe the type of video that's attached. It has nothing to do with music. Like
And yeah, but we're not. Yeah, but that's
music
because
where I'm from.
we're not talking about music. Music has nothing to do with this because that's all that space you're in has nothing to do with Neverwinter. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about music. You're talking about the way that music earns views, the way that you can get sponsors for music. That is a whole different scene. And that's got its own like specialty of the way you handle all of that and sponsors. But the issue is we're talking about Neverwinter videos. So when you turn around and say crazy stuff like, if they put out 3 videos in a week or in a day and that gets 3,000 views, you'll earn $10,000. I can tell you that's bullshit straight to your face.
That's what I'm saying is you gotta do it through the month. It's not just 3
It
videos,
doesn't matter.
that's it.
No, it doesn't matter. I know you don't clear that. Not you. I'm talking about in general. I know you don't clear that because there's people who earn a lot more than 1,000. Well, get a lot more than 1,000 views in over a month, and you don't clear that.
Right.
Not for Neverwinter videos.
It's a word I'm looking for, bro. And if I can,
It don't really, bro. It even.
It starts with an M. Monetize. You have to be monetized to make money. If your friends or whoever
Dolo.
you talk about are not monetized,
Yes, Dolo, do you realize that the only way for you to make money on YouTube is to have monetized videos? It means you have to be affiliated with YouTube.
Right.
That's what. Yes, Dolo. That's how it works.
Listen. Okay. So wait. Let me explain to you. When you start a YouTube channel, right? When you start a YouTube.
How far are you going back?
With YouTube.
Dolo, I know all this. How far are you going back?
Wait. Once
come on,
go.
Certain
amount of views, what happens is you receive an email. You receive an
email.
email.
Oh, my brain hurts. Please help me.
Want to be?
Jesus, take the wheel, please. No, Dolo, I know all this. I'm skipping past the point, presuming you know all this, Dolo. When you make a YouTube channel, you're not affiliated with YouTube. When you get to a certain point where you get so many thousands of views on a video or so many watch hours on a video, you have a chance at an affiliation contract. After that point, your videos can be monetized, presuming you abide by their guidelines, which is then when you can ads can. But what I'm saying to you is that even when you're monetized, Dolo, when you upload a Neverwinter video, there is a number called, well, there's a unit called a CPM unit that defines how much money you make from your monetized videos based on your viewer rate, your likes, your click-through rate, and a multitude of other factors, which you don't take into account because you're talking about music, which is it's the same units, but it's different because music has a lot of different things tied to it, a lot of different sponsors and organizations that will get involved that'll boost your numbers. This doesn't happen with Neverwinter. There's no advertising. Like, I see where you're coming from, Dolo, and I agree with you that when you upload quantity over quality, yes, you can earn more money because you have more monetized videos, and videos never get demonetized unless YouTube decides to demonetize them. It means they continue to generate revenue. So if you upload a lot of videos in a month, you'll make more revenue. But what I'm calling bullshit on is 3,000 views over a month making 10 grand, because I know it doesn't.
No,
because I've seen the numbers. Yes, you did.
Saying 3,000.
That's because you. Yeah, because no. Yeah. Three videos in, yeah. You do realize that still doesn't equal 10 grand, Dolo. It's still not 10 grand. It's still not even close. No, but we're talking about these guys are getting that now. If you say, oh, we build off that and then eventually we make 10 grand because we're getting like 50, 60, 100,000 views a video, sure, I get it, 100%. But when we're talking about now, Dolo, this isn't like a hypothetical scenario. This is real life we're talking about right now, where these people are getting about 1,000 views on their videos, and it ain't getting any higher because Neverwinter has no player base really. Has a little bit of a player base, but not a lot of a player base. It, like even you have to admit, there's not a ridiculous amount of players on the game. We're not talking no World of Warcraft here, where it has like 4 or 5 million players plus with the active players, real active players, and bots. Because there are bots. We're talking about maybe 2,000-3,000 a platform. Maybe PlayStation has a bit more because PlayStation came out a bit later, so it has more players. I presume that still is the same. I've not checked anything in a long time, but PlayStation normally has a lot more. Well, not a lot more, but it has quite a bit more than Xbox, because Xbox has been out for a lot longer, and also that application for Xbox runs a lot worse than it does on PlayStation. The PlayStation one's a lot smoother. Don't know why, but it just is. But yeah, But no, that's what we're saying, Dolo. We're saying you don't clear that much money. And not you, but I'm just talking about in general. But I know what you mean. You can still
If
make...
I was
you
brave, I would test this shit, but I can't do it.
Even, Dolo...
Plus, would nobody follow me anyway?
It's not to do with that. It's not to do with that, Dolo. You don't need to test it, Dolo. I'm literally... I mean, you don't have to believe me, obviously. But I'm telling you, you don't have to test it. You don't have to believe me. I don't really care. All I'm saying is I don't want you to think that it's something you can just waste your time with. Because you've got limited time. You don't want to be wasting it on Neverwinter videos. If you're going to make a YouTube channel, make it on something that people want to watch. There's not a lot of people who watch Neverwinter because there's not a lot of people playing the game.
You ain't got whatchamacallits either. Like people who are entertainment, who draw you.
No, that's true. You don't. But you know why that is? Because there's nothing about Neverwinter that's entertaining to watch. It's not about... There's not entertaining to play. There's dungeons. But it's not entertaining to watch. Because the issue is... When you actually look at Neverwinter... When you play Neverwinter, it's a different experience to watching it. It's the same with any game. The problem that Neverwinter has is... If you watch Neverwinter, there's not that much going on in the game when you really think about it. There's one dungeon for you to run over and over and over again. And nothing else for you to do in between that people would want to watch. I mean... Take DJ, for example. Do you really think, if DJ had a YouTube channel, do you really think people would want to watch him run around in a circle collecting profession resources?
If I was talking about it, yes.
Yeah, probably. There might be there might be about 10 people that would want to watch that. But you get what I'm saying is it's a bit different than if you was to be a streamer in a YouTuber in a different game.
So it depends on what kind of YouTube videos you're putting out. If you're putting out like YouTube videos on how to run certain content, like dungeons, like informational YouTube videos, kind of basically
that's different.
Doing,
yeah, but the issue
ton of videos. You're gonna get about the same amount as him, probably less because you're just starting off and you got to build subscribers and stuff like that.
Naturally.
But if you're doing videos like
but Aragon's not.
Sitting here playing the game, then you're probably not going to get a ton of videos unless you're an entertainer, unless you're cracking jokes and
which is true. Which is true, but the issue, here's the problem. And I agree.
The reason why I say that is because like I have a friend. If you go over to his house, the only thing that they watch on TV is basically somebody talking
playing the game
and other people playing the game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Like people are going around and some person becomes the target, and you don't know who it is.
Do you mean, or you do it Dead by Daylight? No, that's Among Us. That's Among Us. That's Among Us. That's Among Us. No, yeah, but this, yeah. But here's the issue. Yeah, but that's the issue. That's a game. That's a very popular game. Yeah, no, they don't. No, that ain't bullshitting, bro. Let me explain to you. See, the thing with Among Us. No, it is. No, that's true. But here's the thing with Among Us. There's. No, it's not that. The thing with it's the game itself. Why people like watching Among Us. It's not to do with the way. It's not just that. But here's the thing with Among Us. Guys. Yes. No, because you have to talk. No, because you have to talk. In Among Us. No, in Among Us. Yeah. Well, we were just talking about it.
He is getting all those views and making money because they're entertaining. Yes, it might be a popular game, but you really think
yes, I do. Yes, I absolutely. I know because I've seen it. You can watch it. Yeah. No, for that game, you can. Not all games. For that game, you can. The reason why is because you don't understand. That's because the person's not built up. This is exactly what you just said. If you build that up, the difference is that with Among Us, the reason why it's so popular, why people want to watch, and especially what people who they like watching, right, or even newer people sometimes, is because the one thing in Among Us is when someone dies in a round who is the traitor among them, right, they have to converse between the group and figure out who the traitor is, and you have to manipulate and lie your way to keep yourself in the game. That, yeah, well, and that, no, it might not be, but the point I'm making is that in that specific instance, even if you play the game seriously, people find entertaining. The reason why is because you can't sit there in silence. You have to literally manipulate and lie your way, and that might not be the type of person that you are, but that's the type of game that it is. That's how you actually play that game. So Among Us is, it is still true that if you're more entertaining, it will get more views. That's no lie. But in that game, you could take it seriously, just in that one instance, and people would still watch it. But yeah, you definitely find Among Us videos with like 100 views, obviously. But you know why that is? That's not because, oh, that guy's not entertaining. That's because every single day, there is thousands upon thousands of people creating YouTube channels and deleting YouTube channels every single day. People who stay for 1 month and then never post again. People who stay for 2 months, never post again. Like, taking those factors in, that's why people don't have consistency. Like, you having consistency is how you're going to build a user base. That's understandable. That's obvious. But the thing is, like, Among Us is one of those games where you can take it seriously. But any other game that's not as popular, say for example, speedrunning, right? Speedrunning old games. Like, there's people who speedrun the original Doom from the 1980s. They get viewers because it's a niche community. Here's the problem, and that's not entertaining. This guy's sitting there, not fucking talking, sweating his ass down to get a 2-second faster time, and that gets a lot of views. And the reason why, it's a niche community.
That's entertaining, though. That's
entertaining. No, the difference is, but that's the thing. You say that's entertaining. That's like, but then you make the same argument of going, oh, well, if someone was to sit there in silence on another game, that's not entertaining. Well, it is to some people.
So the reason why I can accept the speed run with silence is because it's a speed run. You're trying to beat a certain time, so you're trying to concentrate. Talking can take you off of that.
Of course it can. That's the point. That's different. But speedrun, it's not different. It's exactly the same. It's you choosing the type of content. The bigger point I'm leading to is that you have to choose the type of content that people want to watch. So yeah, if you sit there in silence and sweat a speedrun, people will want to watch that. And if you play seriously in Among Us, people will also want to watch that. But if you sit there in silence, or if you're entertaining and you play Neverwinter, not many people are going to want to watch that. Because Neverwinter is not...
I know back in the day.
Back in the day? Bro, back in the day, 100. No, I'm not. 100?
When I just met like Greg and Steve
and
stuff like that.
But bro,
well, I'd known Steve for probably
did you not see for even
party,
100? Go on.
About the game at all. Just the party in general, the party chat, like the stuff that we talked about.
Yeah.
Like, and all the laughs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People would have watched just for that.
Yeah.
They didn't even care that we were playing Neverwinter. Just for like all that stuff, that like the laughs and the jokes.
Well, the thing is, maybe. I mean, yeah, I can see it. I can see it, maybe. I can see it, maybe, but I think you're still pushing it. Like, the best game I could honestly refer that to, and this doesn't even apply, is maybe GTA. Because GTA is 10 years old, but there's still people that attract a lot of viewers playing GTA speed racing who just bullshit, who just talk shit, who just make jokes. And that's probably the best thing I can relate it to. But even then... What? No, GTA Online. No, GTA Online. No. We're talking... No, the roleplay shit's completely different. Because that takes GTA to a whole new level. That's on the top of everything, bro. That's on the top of Twitch. That's on the top of Kick. That's the next level. Now, I'm not really a big fan, but I see why people like it so much. I do. It's crazy. It's real crazy. But here's the thing. Is that, yeah, I've seen a couple streams. Now, it's not for me, I'll admit, but it is really good. And I can see the entertainment value through and through for pretty much anything.
So like you or Greg could be on GTA RP streaming. Y'all would get so many.
Yeah, because but hey, guess what? But here's the thing. That's what I'm talking about, though. You're saying that we have to go onto a game and be entertained on GTA roleplay. That's the most popular game you can play right now. That's the point I'm making. Yeah.
If y'all pick gangsters, because you're
yeah, that, and I agree that people do that 100%. I am agreeing with you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
So
No, I'm with you.
That would put people on y'all,
Wait.
immediately.
Oh, collect sound. Yeah, yeah, and I agree with you. I've seen it happen. It's not just the.
All it comes down to say if I was to start a YouTube channel on Neverwinter, right? I would get no views whatsoever. Like,
to start with, no.
At the peak, I'm probably going to get 1,000 views, right? Probably the best thing I'm going to do. But if you go onto a game that has a larger audience, you're obviously going to get a bigger following.
Yeah.
It's just natural.
It's not.
It doesn't have a large audience.
Look, it's not. Look.
So the biggest game on console is Fortnite. It's millions of
That's
people that
not true. Yeah,
no.
Do you want to know what? No. Listen. Do you know why? There's one game that beats it. I agree with you, sort of. There's one game that's above it. Minecraft. Minecraft has the most players on all platforms. I can give you that. And the only reason why, no, I agree with what you're gonna say. I'm just saying that it's own Minecraft, and there's only one reason for it, and then most of it is PC. But the only reason for it, besides all the kids and stuff, obviously, kind of like Fortnite, is because it has infinite customizability. So it is a rare exception, to be honest. It's a very rare exception. It's not very common. But yeah, Minecraft is pretty much the number one. I mean, but I know what you mean. Yeah, you can get a lot of views by streaming Fortnite. Or I mean, you still can, I guess, but it's fallen off a bit. It's fallen off. Yeah.
Like normally, unless you're really good, they're not gonna watch you, or unless you're really entertaining, they're not gonna watch you. You can put a YouTube channel out with Fortnite,
but the thing,
they're gonna watch you.
That's fair. No, that's fair enough. But you see, the issue is that with Neverwinter, there's so little in the game to be entertaining. It's the only option you have in the game is what a DJ said, which is pretty much you need to be in a party with a bunch of people bullshitting and maybe have Neverwinter. But there's another problem with that though, and it's not the issue with that is that for people to find your video, right, the way that normally a smaller channel would operate is through either click-throughs or people manually searching for that stuff. So say for example, I'm playing Diablo right now. I'm playing Diablo Season 1, right? So it's got a lot of hate, but there's some people that might want to see that content. So say they're looking for Diablo Season 1 content. Say I've got some certain hashtags or whatever in my thing that I specifies my video to come up in that search. Then they may click my video. The issue with Neverwinter is that there may probably be a couple hundred people at all times, if that, searching live for Neverwinter videos. And then you've got to, and then bear in mind, by the way, that if you start, you've got to compete with the big guys in that space. Don't get me wrong, they're all tiny channels, but they're big guys in that space because they've built their reputation. So your videos are going to get smudged down by their content because they're always going to post first. They're always going to post what's going on in the game. You know, the live updates, what's good, what's bad, what's broken, what exploits are available within reason. If there's AD exploits, I know they won't post those. They'll just use them themselves until it gets patched because they're cunts like that. But the thing is that's the thing. The issue is like if you used to do that on GTA roleplay, the difference is there's fucking I couldn't even tell you how many people probably live search for that. That's insane.
It's actually like a short. It's a black dude, Neverwinter, 2.8 million views.
Yeah. Shorts are quite popular, but at the same time, it's what I mean. That might be a rare. Just look at a normal video, though. That.
The only video on Neverwinter that has a lot of views is from a guy called Josh Schroef, and that's where he revisits the game and hates on it.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
Let's see. Let me go to.
No, because I got because it's another dude that got I think 500,000 videos on Neverwinter, but he actually compliments it.
Yeah, let's look at Neverwinter. Now, I don't search Neverwinter, right? I just look it up. I'm just type in Neverwinter, nothing special. Let's see what videos come up. Now, I don't search this game, don't play the game. Even on this phone, I've never searched it once on YouTube. This is the first time. The first video that comes up, 3.1k views, 7 hours ago. That's not too bad. 1 month ago, Neverwinter. That's Aragon. That's Aragon. Or however you pronounce his name.
Aragon, he averages about 5,000 to 10,000 views.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair because he's built a community.
Making money, bro, but people don't
yeah.
10,000 views. If you don't have a lot of subscribers, like Aragon
it's
has
a lot of
how many subscribers?
Well, probably quite a bit.
It's I think the minimum.
He might. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. If he. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it's 005 if for a like, and then like 002 or 003 for a view, something like that. It's something around there. You know, that's why people ask for likes and stuff. Yeah, and there's one other thing. There's one. Yeah, there's one other thing.
So you
yeah.
literally have to put out a video every hour, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week on Neverwinter.
There's certain ways. There's certain things you can do though, and this is where like Dolo was explaining that you can get sponsors because that's where a lot of the money comes from, which is true. But the issue is that he was talking about the music space. Now in the music space, it is different, and that it's the same. It's the same in gaming. As not necessarily exactly the same because the sponsors would be different, right? Because there's labels that would want to sponsor videos. So you know, you get it. But the thing is, with Neverwinter, the game doesn't even have ads that run just for the game itself, not for people. The only people that I've seen that ever got recognition, even a little bit, on Neverwinter, and this even when it was big, was people like Garlanx and some of the other like streamers who would get free codes from Neverwinter to give away. The only other the other video that comes up, by the way, was a month ago from some guy who says, "Should you play Neverwinter?" It's got 17k views, which honestly isn't that bad. That's a good amount of views for a smaller channel, right? But the problem is that, like DJ said, when you add that up, and there's one other factor as well that you have to consider is the CPM. Which the thing is, the lower the amount of views you get defines how much you make as well. So the higher your CPM is, right, that basically it's just a metric that defines the amount you can make based on how popular the videos you produce can be. Not necessarily just always on the views, so it's more valuable. But the thing is with Neverwinter videos, they'll never make a crazy amount of views. So the way some people offset the cost is either, like you said, through sponsors, or there's one other thing that I see people do commonly is they have a Patreon page, which is basically where you would go, or I would go if I was playing the game, for example, right? And they would pay, say, like, it's something small, like $5 a month to their favorite creator, like, say, like Aragon, and just to support him making videos. Oh, is that what? That's how he makes his money. Oh, that's how he makes his money. Yeah. Yeah. So the reason he's doing that, is because he's not making enough money from YouTube, and that's what people do. So if you ever watch, I don't think you guys would ever watch it, but if you've ever watched anyone make stuff, you know, like an engineer on YouTube, for example, and he makes like creations or things that are cool, like Michael Reeves, for example, is an example. They use Patreon pages because it costs a lot for the resources to make their videos. And they make a lot of views, but it still costs a lot. So they have Patreon pages where people will support them just for maybe like $5 a month, maybe even less. You can set the price. But the thing is with people doing that, it boosts the amount of money you make, but it's not from YouTube. It's kind of like if you was to have an ad sponsor. It's not YouTube doing that, it's a sponsor paying you. Or they're paying a percentage of what they make on the ad from your video, which, considering YouTube videos don't get a lot of views, Neverwinter videos don't get a lot of views, an ad on that would be pointless. And also, even if you pay for your own ads, which is a good way to boost viewership, the issue is that if you put an ad out for Neverwinter, you'd be relying on the amount of people searching for a near-dead game. Now, don't get me wrong, I know you guys play it, so I mean no actual disrespect, but the game doesn't have millions of players, so it doesn't have thousands and thousands of people every second searching for content. Maybe it has a couple hundred. That's just a guess, though. There's really no way to know the numbers. I'm just spitballing. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is yeah, that's the issue. So if he has a Patreon, that's why. You know, and it makes sense. I think that's a very smart thing to do, to be honest, because that way he can continue to bring you the content that you want to watch and the updates you want to see. But because the thing is, once he's built his viewership around something along the lines of Patreon, under Neverwinter, the issue is, you know, if he switches games, his viewership will obviously drop. Because everyone who watches him is watching him for Neverwinter, which is fair enough. But in the long run, if he rebuilt his community up, he would gain more viewers. That's the only thing. But yeah, I mean...
Y'all know what Misfit is?
I mean, to be honest, bro, there's a lot of people. Well, I wouldn't know, but there's a lot of people on Neverwinter that you can pretty much all have the same name. So, wait, where the fuck are these guys? But the thing is, it's like back in the day, right? Even if you was to say like way back in the day, like DJ was talking about. I know you weren't talking about the game in that scenario. You're talking about like a party chat and stuff. But even back then, look at like, well, you can't see it now, but like on the MMO Minds page, right? Which is nothing to do with YouTube, but YouTube was massive then, right? It's bigger now, but it was ridiculous then. That Leah Knowles person who first posted the first Great Weapon Fighter build, they got nearly 1 million views on MMO Minds just from that one build. That's how much potential that game had at the very start, and that was they posted that in mod 6, right? So you've got to understand, like, if that on a no-name website near enough, right, was getting 1 million views for a game that had just barely released on Xbox, right? At the time, it was on PC and on Xbox. That would have been massive potential. Like, if that game would have held the actual audience up to this point, I know that all MMOs decline. Every single one of them declines over time. It's just the nature of MMOs. There's nothing you can do. But
they killed the game without being dead. Okay, so
well, which one was which one was Icewind Dale though? I know I was there playing, but what you have to remind me, what was the update? Well, okay, well, I don't know the exact. Yeah, go on.
Alright, so it was when they reset everybody's path and they switched. Like, well, actually, yeah, they basically reset our path. So
okay.
At that time, when they reset everybody, the control wizard could actually heal, buff, and damage. He did all three. And when that update came, they took it from him, where all he could do is damage. Like,
ain't that kind of the point?
They fucked up everybody else's characters as well.
The
Great Weapons Fighter was never ever supposed to actually be a character used. The Great Weapons Fighter was a starter character. I'm
gonna say one thing. Just gonna interject here for 1 second. I was playing the Great Weapon Fighter from mod 7, right, which is way before Icewind Dale. Not Icewind Dale. No, Icewind Dale was in the game before mod 7. I'm pretty sure. Greg, do you know when Icewind Dale was added? I don't know if you remember or not. The only reason I ask is because you might. It was way back when, like the time you're talking about with that wizard, bro. If that actually existed, that was before I was even playing, bro. And I played in mod. I started playing in mod 6, and mod 7.
Icewind Dale in mod 6?
I'm not sure if it was mod 6. I couldn't tell you the exact date. We can Google it. I'm not sure. But what I'm saying is that in mod 7, what I'll tell you, just one sec, just one thing. Is that from mod 7 onwards, right, so mod 6, the Great Weapon Fighter, was completely unusable in, I think, mod 5. I don't know about mod 6, because mod 6, I'm pretty sure they introduced the Paladin, and it had a really, and they fucked all the armor pen up in mod 6, where all the mobs would one-shot you, and you had to use the Paladin bubble shield to survive everything. And then, I don't know if Greg's there, but he can correct me if I've got the dates wrong. I'm pretty sure that was mod 6, because I'm pretty sure he was playing at that time, because I don't think I was, but I'm pretty sure he was. And from mod 7 onwards, I made my Great Weapon Fighter when they buffed it. That's when they buffed it. They either buffed it in mod 6, and then I played in mod 7, and that's when I started it, because I had a rogue initially, I was terrible at it. And people made, no, I had a wizard, I was terrible at that. I made a rogue, I was terrible at that. And then I made a weapon fighter. And so, yeah, and then weapon fighter was insanely strong then. And that was insanely strong all the way till I quit. Yeah.
The Great Weapon Fighter
so that was some like I'm guessing it's somewhere between mod 6 and mod 7, somewhere there, because I know mod 5 the Great Weapon Fighter was unusable, and I know that because Bounce was playing in mod 5, and Bounce was the one who told me that it was fucking unusable, because he's been playing that since that shit, and I didn't play it.
That was Riley's first
yeah,
and a moderator actually gave him his money back because they told him like, that's a starter, like, yeah. They gave him his money back.
Yeah, see, I weren't playing them. No, I weren't playing then. I'm pretty sure I either started playing in... I think I was going to play in mod 6. I'm pretty sure Greg might have been playing in mod 6. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Greg's the one who told me that it was broken.
They gotta get people that's playing the game.
But, yeah, look, I agree with you. And in my opinion, and I'm not saying for the later mods, like now what you guys are at, but when new Sharandar come out, and I mean the latest one, that come out, they made some really good changes with the combat system after they ruined it, because that was the thing that kept me playing, was their insanely good combat system. I very much enjoyed their combat system. That's what kept me playing. It was fun. Then they removed it because they downsized their team to work on Magic the Gathering, which was depressing. And that's when the whole game downsized and everything was made smaller. The Paragon points were all, or not Paragon, but that might still be Paragon in that game as well. Anyway, they made all the points smaller. Yeah, they made all that shrink down. They shrunk down all the companion stuff, and now what you have is like just really like easily one-slottable stuff that just swaps in and out instead, because it's easier to implement into the game. And they downsized the whole game down, so it was easier to manage for a smaller team, which was that was pretty much when I gave up with that. And I come back in New Sharandar because they were making good changes, and then they started making shit changes again, and I fucking said this game sucks, left for a second time. But that was, and then after that I've just been getting updates from sitting by fucking Greg's bedside as he continuously loses the use of his legs as he plays more and more Neverwinter. And so I know roughly where the game's at. Oh, BioShock? What, you mean BioShock? Wait. What are you talking about now? I think you might have just lost me here.
People that bought the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean, yeah, what, you mean that, like, is it Swedish or some company? Because they bought it. It was, yeah.
Trying, bro.
Yeah.
And I was actually, like, that. I actually was hoping that they didn't waste their money, because that was way too much money for a dime. The fucking game was dead.
But the thing is, yeah. No, I agree, but they see the the issue is they bought that company. They bought Cryptic, not for Neverwinter. They bought Cryptic because Cryptic was part of a package deal of a bunch of companies that they bought together. You can even read about it. It's actually in the whole article. It's all documented publicly. They bought it as a package deal when Cryptic was in it, because Cryptic was basically going to go bankrupt because all of their projects have failed. The only projects they've got that still bring any money is Magic the Gathering and Neverwinter, pretty much. The rest of them are all dead. And Magic the Gathering, I would presume, makes more than Neverwinter because it is more popular. Even just on Twitch, it's possible. I don't know for sure. It's only a card game, but promise me. But bro, I know what you're thinking, and I'm not saying it's a guarantee because you don't know the numbers. I don't know the numbers. You can't find the numbers, obviously. But the thing is that I know Hearthstone, which is another card game that Blizzard made. That was making a fuck ton of money, and that's just a card game. And Magic the Gathering, like, sorry, you've got to understand, right, that D&D, right, as a card game is actually much more popular than Neverwinter's version of D&D. It's really, really popular. D&D in general, because obviously Neverwinter is supposed to be designed after actual Dungeons and Dragons, right? It's not just a game on its own that they made up. It's actually part of a bigger thing. And so when it comes to like card games and stuff, yeah. Well, you've played the board game, yeah. But the card game is a similar principle. Yeah. So yeah, and so the idea, and so the thing is when it comes to stuff like card games and stuff, people kind of get addicted to that shit. And the thing is, and that's why there's a chance that Neverwinter earns them less than Magic the Gathering. There was a point where Neverwinter was by far their biggest earner. They were making stupid money off that game. Stupid money off that game. But when that shit first came out, there was easily they were actually legitimately clearing over 1 million players just on Xbox. And I know that because they posted about it.
Games come out and people like it and updates and fuck shit up. I don't understand.
Well, I'll be honest, bro. Hey, I'm wondering the same thing, man. I mean, I don't get it. I mean, what do you think? I like the fact that Neverwinter decided to do a key change that made them lose 50% of all their players when they made it so you couldn't look in a chest anymore and you had to guarantee use a key every single time, even for garbage.
Right here.
I don't like that.
Right now, this would be entertaining. We would have motherfuckers commenting why they like.
Yeah, oh, I bet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You would, but the issue, yeah, that's true. You would have a few people. The thing is Aragon's actually built up a half decent community, but it is like DJ said, you know, the people who making this crazy money off YouTube, they're making it not just from sponsors, they're getting like millions of views, and when you really scale up, yeah, go on.
Watch ads.
Yep, exactly.
I think
yep.
Was like per 1,000 watched ads, it's like $18. And that's if you have like a ton of subscribers and a high CPM and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, if you go by that, you know, plus the
and you gotta
per view, so if you get 1,000 views and all of those views, people watch all the ads, you might make $21 for 1,000 views.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
All right, so 10,000 views, $210. for a Neverwinter video, that's really not worth it. You know, I mean, you got to take all the effort to make the video, you know, for maybe if you get 10,000 views, $210. You know,
yeah,
most of the videos Aragon has is 5,000 views, and he has like most of the people that play Neverwinter are subscribers to him.
Yeah, they would
so
be.
He
yeah,
has all the subscribers and all that stuff. So
and he's built himself up.
Gets like maybe he averages, I would say.
Well, you got it. Well, you got to remember something. Yeah. Yeah. There is. Yeah. Yeah. DJ has a point, but Dolo does have a fair point, though. There's probably going to be... I mean, obviously, these numbers are arbitrary. They vary between people, right? But the thing is it's like what Dolo was saying is true, is that quite a lot of the people that might watch his videos may not be subscribed. I mean, a lot of the channels you watch where... Like, you might see big creators, they'll go, there's this many... Yeah, they always go, and they always go, only like 30% of you are subscribed who watch my videos. And it'll be the same for him. It's like, I don't know the percentage because, like I say, it would vary, right? But it's going to be hit and miss. People will watch the video and then they might get bored of him. Then they could unsubscribe, they could resubscribe, or they don't at all. I mean, if I was to watch an Aragon video, I wouldn't go and subscribe to his channel. I'd just watch the video. Do you know what I mean? And just go, that was informative, and then leave.
He's not entertaining to me, though.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say.
Was more, did y'all ever watch Silvery?
No.
Yeah, I didn't really care for her.
She was more of a character though. Like
I mean, she was, she was, but
we need arms, gloves.
She was getting used, and then somebody ended up, which was probably one of these new Neverwinter YouTube. Somebody hacked her account and took her shit, and ended up putting up.
Well, you would. Well, the thing is if that happened, she would get her channel back because YouTube would just reinstate it and roll the account back because that's what they do. Every time someone gets hacked, that's what they do. So if that happened, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You go look at any, if you go. I don't know for sure, but yeah. Well, I'm pretty well. If that, and also another thing is, even if she did start a new channel, someone would find her channel who was previously subscribed and then go from there. It doesn't. It sounds like you don't know the full story there. Like, I mean, just in general. Like, I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, like, no, like she's not. Yeah. And I'm saying you might not have been told the whole story. Do you know what I mean? You told from her side, but that doesn't mean she's in the right. Do you know what I mean? She could be bullshitting to you, right? Trying to get sympathy. You can't trust people, bro. You can't trust everyone. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you only hear one side of a story, you can't believe them. And I mean, and I know you already know that, but you know,
your side, my side, the truth. We know it.
That's it, man.
So now there are a couple videos like Aragon. He's got a couple, like one video that's got 150,000 views.
Yeah.
A couple that have like 70,000 and stuff.
And I think that's
Silvery, her top video is 100,000. And 74, 59, 51, 40s.
I mean, like, because what you got, the thing that with YouTube,
that's still not a ton of.
But the thing with YouTube though, with like, and it does tie into what Dolo said though, is that the quantity. The quantity, the quantity that you upload, it's like when they upload a monetized video, that video stays monetized as long as there's nothing bad in it or for some reason gets demonetized, it will stay monetized. So if he keeps uploading, if they get views in the future, if something happens, so say that video you just said, the 150k, say that got 10k at the time, for example, and then it got 150k later, he will still see the revenue from that. So it is. I don't think he'll still be making enough, and I say that because he has a Patreon. You wouldn't need a Patreon if you was. That you have a Patreon because it's costing too much, or he needs a certain amount. But then again, some people are greedy. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe he does make enough, and he just wants more. That's also possible.
I want to start a Patreon.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Unless you've got a big community following, I would honestly start an OnlyFans. Being honest with you, bro, you want to start an OnlyFans?
So to be honest with you, I don't.
No, I think. I think you do, because I'll be your first subscriber if you. If I see you in a mankini on OnlyFans, I'm coming for you.
So if I put out a song, automatically it gets promoted, automatically, like with no. So I so you know how you gotta get so many subscribers and so many views on Twitch. Already
on Twitch on?
I ain't even got subscribers.
What you mean? Well, you mean Twitch or YouTube? Which one?
No, Twitch.
We're talking Twitch. Okay.
Twitch,
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitch. You know how you gotta have so many
Yeah.
subscribers. And
Well, no, you gotta have you gotta have
partner.
You have to have You have to have a certain amount of followers. You have to have you have to have you have to have so many followers, and then you have to have so many unique chatters, and then so many watch hours. Yeah, there's quite a few requirements, but yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't have really none of that, and I already have a full-fledged Twitch account with all that shit. Like, it's because of who's backing me though. Like, I don't really have to do nothing. If I put out a song, it just gets pushed.
Yeah, but that's an organization pushing it. So it's not, but that's what I'm saying. But that is the exact point I was making before when you was talking about music. Is there might be people in the music industry willing to push your videos or your music tracks or however you do it. But in Neverwinter, there's no organization willing to do that because no one funds advertising in that game. There's not an organization out there that goes, do you know what? I see that Neverwinter YouTuber, I'm going to go and put ads and stuff. So that's the issue.
You want to let it sit? No, I get it.
That's the difference. Yeah.
They was getting paid that little either though.
Well, it depends. Well, it depends. Well, here's the thing though, is that obviously people know how much you should get per view, per like, but the reality is none of us actually know how much he gets. None of us know for sure how much he gets. It's the same with any YouTuber, and the truth is that.
I know. It's the same
well, no.
with the music.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is no. The music is completely different. Not in the sense of not in the sense of the video views or anything.
I'm not saying like the music and video is the same. I'm saying like with musicians it's the same. Like so.
Yeah.
Eminem, Frank, and me, we all 3 different goddamn.
I think there's a lot more than 3 categories there. But go on.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, and it's yeah. But there is a basic CPM for everyone on YouTube, but the CPM the higher the CPM, the more you do get. But the thing is someone who uploads Neverwinter videos will not have a high CPM because CPM is going to be based on click-through rate and how popular videos are. And his videos are not popular at all. Not because he's not entertaining, not because he's not informative, but because of the content he posts on. There's not many people who need that information. There's the only. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Either way, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. He is informative, but I'm saying that even it's got nothing to do with either of those things. It's what he's posting on, because it's like. You guys play Neverwinter, so you will want to watch it. You might want to watch his content to see what the latest update is, what exploits are existing, what's broken, what's not. So for the fucking butcher, come here, big boy. Come here, biggin. Ah, fucking bitch. Yeah, and the thing is, the problem is because he's posting on Neverwinter, he's going to have a lower CPM. That's pretty much the whole thing. That's what this whole the conversation itself to me is interesting. But it's all because, you can learn things. But at the same time, it's pretty standard that if he's posting on Neverwinter, he's going to have a lower CPM than someone who, say, does GTA Roleplay. Because GTA Roleplay is one of the most popular games of all time, actually. So, pretty fucking crazy. Right.
Ted, did you hear about the Ubisoft thing?
No, go on. Lay it on me.
Go look it up.
How bad is it? Oh. What's it about though? Before I look it up, what's it about though? Because I'm interested.
Right.
You've intrigued me.
If you log into a Ubisoft game, right?
Okay.
Like basically you have like a
I'm listening.
account, right, connected to the games.
Okay.
Ubisoft, right?
Yeah. I've got one.
This guy got a message from an enforcement team saying that they're going to close his account.
Wait,
he
what?
didn't log into a Ubisoft game for 30 days.
Wait, 30 days? That's all they give you, bro? What? Go on, lay it on me.
You rebuy all your games again. That Ubisoft.
No, that can't. No, there's no way that's true. There's no way that's true. There's no way that's true, bro. There's no way. No, surely not.
Yeah, go watch it. It's mad.
Oh, bro, I will fucking watch. There's no way that's true, bro. What? No, I can't. I actually just can't believe it, and you obviously understand why. Because how ridiculous that sounds.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
Oh, you bought our game.
Yeah, like, no, I actually have to call bullshit on it, because if I didn't, there'd be a serious issue. Because if it is true, that's a really big problem, bro. That's a really big problem. Oh, damn, man. Wait, so how are they going to make it? So it's like, for example, though, that must only work if you buy the games through Ubisoft, but no? How does that...
I think so. It's something to do with that,
Because it's got to be, what's it called? Right? Because it's got to be a situation of, like... Because like for us, right, say I buy it through Xbox. So I don't buy it through Ubisoft, so it must be that, right? It's like you buy it through Ubisoft. There's no way that's real, bro. I have to call bullshit on it. There's no way that they would... That's even possible. I have to, because until I watch it, there's no way. So you're saying that, even though I have to call bullshit on it, I'm still interested. It's like, so they literally make it so that if you don't sign into a Ubisoft game within 30 days, they make it so that you have to rebuy all their games because they delete your account. What?
And they say, oh, if you log in straight away after after you get the email, you can cancel the termination of your account, and it's like, there shouldn't be a termination.
Wait, but then,
anyway. Like, the fucking game.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean then that you would have to log into a Ubisoft game every 30 days though to stop that termination? Or is it?
They're saying. That's literally what they're saying. They're saying if you at least log in once every 30 days, you never have to. Like, huh? Why should I have to log into them? Why should I have to do something you say?
Also, it's not even about that. You buy a product from them, and then they take it back from you under those pretenses. Surely that's going to tank their company. Surely that's going to make it so that everyone just boycotts you. Well, the thing with, I know with Ubisoft has been, I remember they've been in a real bad state for a while. Because back when Valhalla came out, I remember there was a massive amount of devs that just exodused from the company because they were severely underpaid. A lot of senior programmers, and that's why that's a part of the reason why Assassin's Creed's so late. You've got to remember, Assassin's Creed comes out every 2 years, and we're nearly 3 years down the line. There still ain't no game. And not only that, right? But they've actually downsized the game back to where, you know how it used to be, where it's linear instead of open world now. Because they can't make an open world game. They don't have enough people to do it in the time frame. There's no, I mean, they don't get me wrong, they didn't say that, but let's be honest, why would you downsize a game to go back to linear for any other reason? Because all of their linear games have worse reviews. You would never do that. They're doing it because they don't have enough people to actually build the game, because it takes so much fucking time and energy from developers and programmers. But the thing is, them doing this, surely that tanks all of their sales. It has to. Like, I can't see any way. Because you imagine that. Oh, I'm going to go play the new Assassin's Creed, guys. Oh, I've completed that game. Or, oh, like you played Valhalla, right? And you've been like, oh, I'm going to go back and play that game. Well, now imagine if you bought that on Ubisoft. You can't go back. You couldn't go back and play it because they'll have deleted your account and deleted the game. So you'd have to go rebuy it. Like, there's no way. No, I still have to call bullshit on it. I can't believe any company would ever be that stupid to make a decision like that. I have to call bullshit on it. Oh, yeah, it will be.
It's completely legal, and that's what I'm saying. He's like, so why are more companies not doing this? He's like, if it's there, because it's something that's so unneeded and doesn't need to be done. He's like, why are you
because the reason, well, the reason is that why do more people not do it? That's obvious. Because it's going to absolutely annihilate your company. And the one thing you don't want to do is piss off a user base that buys all your fucking games, bro. How do you make money? Because the thing with game development, right, is you have to put all the money in up front to make the game, and then you have to make it all back through sales. Like, if you fucking do shit like that, and people boycott your game, bro, then you ain't gonna make no money. That's why Diablo took all their money up front, because they knew how bad the game was going to be, and they were scared that people wouldn't buy it if they knew how shit it was. So they took all everyone's money up front, and then obviously you've paid for a product, you've played it long enough, so you now own the product. They don't have to worry now. They've cleared their sales. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, but so that's crazy though. There's no, I just can't imagine a world where the logic of someone making that decision would even exist, to be honest. I can see it being completely legal though. I mean, you've got to remember, like, take Neverwinter, for example, is a good example. In their contract, just like every other MMO, they're allowed to ban your account for any reason they want, at any time they want, with no reason whatsoever. They can just ban you for no reason, if they feel like it. That's literally in their terms of service. And it's in the same for any other MMO and most games, to be honest. So, I mean, they don't do that for obvious reasons, but they can just ban you whenever they want. For any reason. They don't need a reason. That's why that guy, well, what's his fucking name? Is it Effenhuser? That tried to sue Neverwinter.
Any more money on this goddamn game. Any more real money.
Bro, they're not gonna ban you.
Why does the corpse tend to not work?
Oh, it's bugged, by the way. I googled it. It's got a bug with it where it doesn't cast. Even if sometimes it doesn't cast, even if there's a corpse. Yeah, I was like that. Yeah, it's bugged. So what you want to do is just yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it's bugged. It's been bugged actually since early June. I googled it because I finally remembered to Google it, even though I keep saying it every time and then I fucking forget. Yeah, it's bugged. It's been bugged for a little while. That's what I thought. I thought I was doing something wrong. But then again, to be fair, you know, up till today, bro, I had a conspiracy theory that they took all the, you know, the headpiece chests. I had a conspiracy theory they took them out of the hell tides. No, I'm not joking. I've done literally about 10 hell tides and I haven't seen one headpiece chest. And I'm like, bro, they've taken them out. Bro, only today. I've been playing since Friday, and only today have I seen a headpiece chest. And I was sitting there, I was like, they're taking it out of the game. It's not even real. It's not real. Like, I know. And then I saw one today and I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, at least I know they've actually kept them in. I genuinely believe that they do some shit like that, bro, because this game is made real janky. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were just like, oh, sorry, we've had to take the helmets out of the Helltide because it was, you know, making it so your weapons animations don't work properly. Or some weird shit like that. I mean, after I've heard the stash thing, I've heard it all. That fucking stash thing is crazy. That you load other people's stashes when you're going around the world so it tanks your FPS. What? Who makes
it? I seen something else yesterday about, well, no, this morning, an article. I didn't actually read it, but...
Yeah, go on. Lay it on me.
Blizzard have been accused of malicious intentions.
What, with their stores?
So you know...
Oh, yeah.
You know how the battle pass...
Oh, I did that, by the way.
You have to activate...
Oh, no, I did that, by the way. Like, you know, I know what you're going to say. You know when you go to that battle pass, when you don't own it, right, it says buy battle pass, right? Now, mine just activated. When I clicked it, didn't actually charge me. But you know that button to buy and activate the battle pass, right?
Yeah.
It automatically hovers over it. So, you know, if you go onto it and just click, like, just click on one, it automatically tries to buy the battle pass. Like, if you don't own it. Yeah. Now, I activated it and it worked, and I don't know why. I don't know if... I would have thought it was something to do with you, but then at the same time, we're not linked right now. And we haven't been linked for a while, so I didn't think it was anything to do with you. Because I didn't think you got the battle pass with the version I bought. I thought it was only with the Ultimate
Edition.
Edition.
The deluxe, yeah, you brought the deluxe, so you do get the battle pass. The premium.
Okay.
The Ultimate Edition gives you 20 tier skips.
Understood. Right. Yeah, but basically, my point still stands though. If you, but I didn't activate it right when I first come on because I just didn't even know that it gave it to me. I just looked at the game in the early days, right? And I come on, and it literally, and as soon as you go over to season, right, it automatically hovers over the buy battle pass button without you doing anything. So you say you click A by accident, think you're going to your season journey, it tries to buy the battle pass, and if you're not paying attention, you'll buy that shit. Like, and that, you're not really allowed to do that shit, because like you said, that is malicious. To do shit like that, it's very malicious. Doing stuff like that to people.
My bone spear, man, hits like a wet fart. Holy shit, this damage. I'm getting like 100 damage.
I cannot do that here.
Yeah. Well, you're at low level though, aren't you?
Yeah, level 17.
That's what I'm saying. You like, it hit like a wet fart. What were you expecting to hit for like 100k when you're level 17?
Not the same enough. Give me one.
It's just annoying fucking using this right now because I have no movement speed.
Yeah.
I'm constantly having to build resources to throw one spear because my guy is clearly overweight.
Wait, what does essence and magic have to do with you being overweight?
That's fat.
He's too fat, bro. Oh.
Holy shit, how do people play this class? Like, I'm already hating this.
Yeah, it's slow, man. It is slow. I don't know why you even made a necro. You literally said the most fun thing for you in the game is speed that your druid had. I'm not saying make a druid. Make the next class fastest to it. Go make a rogue.
I can't be asked to level up another class. I mean, I'm only level 17 and I can't be asked to even get back to this.
I can't be bothered at I'm level 17. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it'll be better once I get a legendary.
It will.
I need that malignant power, the one where it casts fucking corpse tendrils by itself. That'll
yeah,
make this fucking class so much better to play.
Yeah, it will, yeah. I just don't
have the fucking right ring to put in.
Yeah, you need a vicious slot, yeah. Yeah, that's... Well, it don't just cast corpse tendrils, it casts corpse explosion as well. But yeah. It is good. Well, I want that fucking one to use on about that Rob was using. That's got to be a World Tier 4 one, because you can't get it in World Tier 3.
You need to speak for it to figure out how to get it.
Oh, did it? Oh, well.
It's something like complete the season game.
Oh, okay.
It unlocks the recipes to be able to craft the raffle hearts or some shit he was talking about.
Oh, what? And you can craft? Is it a wrathful or is it a vicious? Is that a wrathful one?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is. If it's white. Okay.
You should have seen it the other day. It's like doing parties, fucking fish and meat, and they're going, yeah, we've been farming for like 4 hours and we have 10 of these raffle hearts. So I went onto a website tab and I looked up raffle hearts.
Yeah.
Right. I started going, some of these powers I've got are fucking pretty insane. They're like, what you got? So I started reading some of the shit I would have.
Yeah.
And then I read off one that had like speed.
Oh yeah, that's the one I've got. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds insane.
It's not insane, but it's alright. It's alright. There is one thing really good about it, though. Yeah.
Oh, it's in my and this was like, this motherfucker's been playing for like 10 years.
Yeah, you can get that one really early. That's the first wrathful you can get. That's the first one I've got. It's the one that is good about it is the devious slot for it is core and basic skills have a 16% chance to fully restore your primary resource. So when it cycles through that, you have a chance of restoring all your resources, but you don't need it. You don't. It's useless once you, because like right now, like I don't need it for my resources. My resources are fine. I have the legendary powers on, and I only have the codex versions, and my resources are fine. They're a bit more than fine, to be honest.
Upgrades every piece of gear on
Yeah.
inventory is an upgrade of the...
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. Yeah, why are those guys also? Do those guys not know how to get wrathful hearts? Because I can tell them a super easy way to go get them. Like you can get them whenever you want, really. That's weird.
I'm pretty sure they've both figured it out now. I'm pretty sure they've both
Yeah.
figured it out.
Well, the one thing I don't know is how to get all the different wrathful hearts. I don't know how you'd craft them all because you'd have to finish the season journey. I know those guys ain't finished it all the way because
yeah, I'm pretty sure
you can't get all the way. They wouldn't be all the way yet.
You get that one guaranteed. I mean, I think like Bruce.
It doesn't matter, but yeah, that would be yeah. Because there's no way they've completed the season at the end because I'm on 6 now and the main objectives are complete the temple, get to level 75, and I know those guys ain't there yet. So there must be another way that I've just not seen because I've not really gone that much detail into it. I've just done the malignant tunnels, and I know where to go and get wrathful hearts and how to, you know, you can just use invokers to pretty much guarantee them, but. That's not. I don't think that's how you get that one. Yeah, whatever they've got, how they figured out how to craft them or whatever. That'd be interesting.
Look at this damage.
I may have to Google it. I mean, I'm not too worried right now anyway because you don't need crazy malignant hearts until you get to World Tier 4 anyway. You don't need like I've got most.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brutus put that heart on and he went from hitting. He wasn't quite
yeah.
On, and he said he went from hitting like 10k up to hitting like 300k just from putting that one heart on.
Is that the one that absorb damage one, or?
Yeah. No, the one where you crit and it stores damage.
Oh yeah.
Anybody want a mirage or it?
You 5k for it.
What it crit? Wait, is that what that heart is? The wrathful that crits and then stores damage. Is that what it does?
Yeah, it stores damage. It's
no.
It does a fucking silly amount of damage.
I was going to say, yeah. Because I don't know how to get that one. Like I can get some of the wrathfuls, but I don't know how you would get that one. So if he's figured it out, I'll have to ask him how he's done it.
I got a shield.
Hey. Oh, there you go. That's just what you want. That's what you run at the end game, but.
Oh yeah.
You don't even run a weapon. You just run the shield. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, that says it all. Pick up a rock and get faster.
Yeah. That's how it goes. You get heavier and it makes you faster. Yeah. That's the way it goes with this class, man. Even with that 20% on those boots, man, it's still fucking rough, bro. It's still rough times. Oh, it feels bad.
When that corpse tendril does work, holy shit, I think it's good.
Yeah, it's mental. Because it sucks in so many mobs, it can stun every single elite as well. That's the thing that's crazy about it. It can stun even mini-bosses. It can't stun proper bosses, but it can stun mini-bosses. But if you get Corpse Tendril to proc underneath it, it will still apply the Grasping Veins to it. You just have to literally get a corpse under it and then just proc, or just put your Corpse Tendril under it, because it does work after a period of time, but it is bugged. Yeah, it just doesn't. Sometimes it will cast, and most of the time it won't. The bug actually stops it working most of the time, to be honest, I've found. Because I was losing my fucking mind with that thing, man, thinking it was something I was doing.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yeah, I thought it was something with, yeah.
And I was like, well, I'll just throw my corpse.
To help, yeah, to suck on, yeah.
And it wasn't doing anything. I was like, this shit's bad.
Yeah.
No, if I cast mine first, it's like, it has a delay on it. I was like,
no,
it
doesn't. It doesn't.
It just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't have a delay to it. Yeah, I can cast 2 at the same time. Like, if that corpse one goes off, and I can cast mine immediately with it at the same time. There's no delay. It's not that. It's just genuinely bugged. Because that's what I was losing my mind over it, and I was like, bro, something's not right here. And so I was like, okay, I'm doing something wrong. And then I googled it, and since like June, well, there's posts from like June 11th and stuff saying that it's bugged and it doesn't work properly. And there's so many times where there'll be a corpse and you'll pop it and it just doesn't do anything. This doesn't work, so it's kind of weird. All right, there we go. That's another area done. Oh, I'll tell you what, bro. Doing these areas again, bro, is painful. I'm not gonna lie. It's boring as fuck. And the thing is, they gave me like half of it, and I'm already bored of doing it. Shit is not fun.
Well, boss. Holy shit, this dude went down.
But yeah, I'll have to ask. I've got so many. I need to get rid of some of these invokers, man. I need to start doing some of those runs. I have so many of those invoker things. Like, that are just anything to summon stuff. It's just crazy. I'm glad they made that shit stack, bro, because I'd be in real trouble.
These things are like homing missiles. Fuck off.
It's going to be funny watching you play that class, because of, like, you played a druid, which is nigh indestructible, has infinite fucking, just, like, unstoppable, has best movement speed, and you're going to lose all of that. Just playing the necro. It's gonna be funny. Right. We've got the butcher's cleaver thing as a reward. Trophy cleaver. How useful.
Holy shit! Do you want to stop?
I could have a look to see what recipes are. There's ways to get recipes. I'm wondering if you have to go kill the other version.
Oh, I staggered the boss, and I have no essence. Right.
So, what do you need for this? So, you need...
This class is shit.
I'm going to craft a foul invoker and see if that's it.
This is worse than the druid to rank up, man.
It's actually not. It's actually really good to rank up.
For the first fucking 20 levels, it is. I can tell you that right now. This druid can stand in red zones.
I'm not going to lie, I personally didn't struggle at all with that. But then again, I noticed you and them red zones, bro. You love those red zones. You turn into malevolent when you play this game.
I just don't do any damage. I've been fighting this fucking
don't do any damage.
I cannot do that here.
Oh.
He's finally dead. Holy shit.
Well, have you got your build sorted out? You've got the right skills on and stuff, yeah?
Build? I'm level 18.
Well, yeah, but
yeah,
but you still need the right skills you put in because it will help you with your damage and resources. Oh, that's yeah, but
and
it's
then
not
I have the little blood mist thing on where I can go invulnerable.
Yeah, you should have like
and then corpse tendrils.
Well, you're quite far down.
Generator. Bone splitter.
Yeah, yeah, sounds right to me. I didn't really struggle. Maybe it's because you don't have the.
I don't do it.
Are you using any you should are using minions, right?
No.
Why are you not using minions, bro? Like they.
Them bitches off.
You need.
They're useless.
No, they're not. You need. They're really helpful ranking up because they do a little bit of damage, but they take aggro off of you, and they take aggro of bosses.
That might be a point,
it's
right
yeah. No.
Trying to dodge all the orbs.
Yeah. It's they. Like yeah, they are useless. Don't get me wrong. But not yet. They're really good for ranking up. You should keep. I just use the Reaper. What you want to do is you see you've got the malignant heart, right, for the corpses. Yeah. Get a ring.
Yeah. No, I don't. I salvaged that. I didn't have anywhere to put it, and I had like my whole bag was full of those things. So
they're easy, bro. They're easy to get. They're really common. That's fine. But what I'm saying is get that back, right? And what you do is run the Reapers because they shed. Because what it is one of the powers of the Reapers is that when they hit stuff, they shed corpses off of it. And then that'll give you more corpses, which will spam more corpse tendrils and more corpse explosion.
So I've got skeletons.
No, you don't need those. No. Put the Reaper. Well, I had the Reapers on, and then I sacrificed the skeleton mages because you're doing vulnerable. With your bone spear, what have you got on right now? What with your on the top one? So you go to the top one, take the crit chance away.
The bone spear has supernatural bone spear.
Yeah, take that one off. No, you mean wait, supernatural or paranormal? Which one? Is it supernatural? Yeah, keep that, yeah. I was just making sure you was running that one, because through the campaign the supernatural one's better.
Right,
just for that. Yeah. The middle one. The middle one. Go.
Here we go. Reapers. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, put the Reapers on. Pick the one where you see the powers that they have. I think it's the second one. Yeah. Use that, and then you'll have you have corpse explosion, right? You have it actually as a skill. So you use that. You do have corpse explosion, right?
I've got an extra point. Hold on. Oh, what the hell is it? Oh.
Yeah. Well, what you want is look. Right, so you see corpse explosion, right? You see if you just go down to the right of that, to the passives, if you look at Grim Harvest, and it says consuming a corpse generates essence, so you're going to want that, and you're also going to want fueled by death, which is below it. You see what it says? You deal 9, well, it will be 9%, but 3% increased damage when you consume a corpse. So what you do is you go in, just in the campaign, you get corpses going down, you blow them up with corpse explosion, and then you'll get a 9% increased damage, and then you'll get resource generation from blowing corpses up. And then whilst you can also throw and you can blow that up whilst also throwing your basic attack. And that's how you generate your resources for just the early game. But yeah, the Reapers are the best in my opinion, were for me. And then what you want to do is sacrifice the skeleton mages for the middle one, which is the vulnerable, right? So the increased damage to vulnerable targets, and then you sacrifice them bitches, and then when you get to 32, you'll sacrifice your golem. Well, you sacrifice it all the time anyway. I personally took attack speed when I unlocked the golem to start with, because the one you need is at the very last one at level 32. And you sacrifice for crit strike damage. Crit damage.
How do I summon?
Oh, the things the skill's not on. So what you need to do is go to your skill tree, press your left stick in, and then there'll be there'll be a skill at the very bottom.
Oh, here we go.
Raise skeleton. Yeah. And then what it comes off. It comes off. Yeah. It comes off on its own. Yeah. You just put them back, and then what you'll need to generate some corpses, obviously, to get them to raise. They might raise on their own actually, but yeah. But they'll help die. They do die pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie, but they generate corpses, so you can just sit there and keep resummoning them because they bring the corpses more than they die.
I was gonna say because when I first started playing, before I took the fit,
yeah,
put that crit stroke thing on. I was just
don't put that on.
Just run past all the mobs and let the skeleton.
Don't put the crit stroke thing on. That's stupid. I know what he means because you can just insta kill stuff, but the problem is you can't take the damage. That you have to balance. The thing with Fish is he's at a point where he can just fucking one-shot everything, and he can also take a bit of damage and also move around, and he has blood mist to help him. It's too fast. You need to slow it down a bit. The dude's like going nuts because he already knows the class, so he's jumping in fucking steps because that guy's played so much. That's down here. Fix it. That's the thing. That's the thing with Fish is he can jump steps because he knows how the end get all the way to the end game.
Raise my army.
Yeah, do it. Do it, man. And they also have a whirlwind attack, which helps as well. But yeah, I mean, that's just a little added bonus. But yeah, they don't have a crazy amount of health, so yeah. But they do help. But there should be 4 of them. So unless you're exaggerating a little bit.
I have a bunch of other skeletons.
Oh.
Some cold mate things, mate, and they're going ham as well.
Yeah, you need to you should sacrifice those. Yeah, you want to sacrifice those ones though. Don't keep them. So go to the mages, and then no, the middle one, not the last one. Should be
yeah, but like the middle goes so one. And
the last one, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And then and so it should be you deal 15% increased damage to vulnerable enemies, but you can't raise them anymore. Yeah. Because that way, when you hit them...
heroic was way better already.
Yeah, because when you hit them with the bone spear, they go vulnerable, which means you do 15% more, plus your skeletons do more, and then they shed corpses, which allows you to gain damage and eventually gain resources. So, just keep your points the way they are, and
this is fucking way better.
as you get points, go into just off of corpse explosion, just go into the other two passives that help you with.
Well, I've already got one of them. I've got 3 out of 3 in Grim Harvest.
Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, but that'll help massively because they'll generate more corpses for you, and so when you can spam. And also, I mean, you probably already know this, but I was doing it by habit. You don't have to tap every corpse to explode it. You can just hold the button down.
Yeah, I definitely didn't know that. You literally said that as I was tapping the button.
Yeah, and the only reason I said it was because I was tapping the button, fucking spamming it, and I realised you can just hold it down like a moron. So I was like, I'm just going to say it just in case, because I fucking did that shit. And you don't need to. Yeah, that saved me a lot of time, because I was like, bro, if I've got to tap all these corpses every time, I'm not going to lie, bro. I'm going to build up some real finger dexterity. Yeah, he does, yeah. He just auto-targets them, yeah, he's great. But yeah.
There's a legendary power you can get where you can just fucking, like, go over them with blood mist and it sets them
Yes,
off.
yeah, it's a thing. It's a power.
That in the beta.
Yeah,
it's broken as fuck.
It is good, but the problem is that your corpse explosion won't do that much in the long run, because right now I presume you don't have any extra skills in points explosion, the corpse, after the bonus points.
Yeah.
Because what you do.
Well, I went and got one of my legendary aspects that I was meant
which one?
I was meant to get.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you should listen to him. He knows more than I do about the class, but he knows way more.
Primary attacks makes enemies.
Yeah. You need that.
Yeah.
But don't put it on your weapon. Don't put it on your weapon. Because as you go up, right, you swap weapons so often, it costs too many resources. What you want to do is put it on your neck piece. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit less, you'll see what I mean. Because, I don't know why.
But you're not switching it out every 2
But you're not switching it out every 2-3 levels. Put it on the neck. What you want to do is this, right? Because there's another one you need to get from the dungeon called Grasping Veins. You need that for your corpse tendrils, and you'll see how much damage it gives you when you get it. When the corpse tendrils goes off. But what you want to do is put them on your arms. And then because what you do is there's a power that you get that you put on your neck piece called Ossified Essence, which is the last passive in your skill tree. The master passive or whatever it is, that makes it so that you basically get more bone spear crit damage with every point you have above 50 essence.
Okay, I need to switch that button around. That has got to be changed.
So
I put my corpse explosion on the A button.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine's on RB, but I'm using a paddle, so it's just kind of like hold the paddle down. Yeah. But you have it however you want, but you just have to hold it. Because, yeah, I was doing that for so long, bro. Yeah, okay. What should I do now?
Go on, minions. What the fuck? You just feed my minions? That's not very nice.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'll empty that and then, yeah. But, yeah, there's quite a few things, yeah. But the thing with Fish is, because he's maxed this class out already, he's able to skip ahead because he knows how this class ends up. But if you're a new player to it like I am, there's better ways to go about things that just make the gameplay experience just so much better. Like, he's just too advanced for us at the moment with like what he knows. Okay.
This is the shit right here. I'm just walking through one
Yep.
and everything.
Yep. It's so much better, bro. But what you end up doing is you end up with corpse explosion. You'll end up getting corpse. The 2 bonus things you can get for it that branch off. You'll go into blighted corpse explosion. It'll turn it into a dark skill, and it will just do shadow damage, just like DOT damage, instead of it being the explosive one. What I recommend you do though through the campaign is because your build will involve you taking those 2 extra points at some point. What I recommend you do is go to the other one and do the plagued one, where corpse explosion deals 8% increased damage to enemies that are slowed, stunned, or vulnerable. And these damage bonuses can stack. In the campaign, take that one. Don't take the darkness skill, because it will help you so much with just nuking the mobs, because it will do a good amount of damage. Whereas this darkness skill, it's just kind of like a passive DOT thing that you have later on. You don't need it because of Bone Spear. But in the campaign, it's much better. In fact, you should probably try and go for that now, because it will genuinely help you. Because it stacks. It just keeps stacking up with the more corpses you can generate. So, something to think about. And one other thing as well is you need to, if you can get it now because you've got your map, you need to go get Grasping Veins for your Corpse Tendril, because it will help you with your damage when you group everything up. So just go into when you live, once you're done trying to live, yeah, go into your codex and then try and find Corpse Tendrils, or Grasping Veins. It's called Aspect of Grasping Veins. It's in the offensive.
I'll find it in a second.
Yeah. When you're done. I'm just bullshitting in the background. But yeah, when you're done, just because if you can go get it now, you don't have to put it on a pair of arms now, but just have it, because you need it. Right.
I still can't believe I had a legendary yet. That's some stingy bullshit.
Well, what level are you? Ain't you like level 20?
18.
What level 18?
Oh, I got a neck piece.
That's outrageous.
Devious Malignant Sucker. It's gone. I'll put that on because I didn't have a neck piece. So
well, it's okay, because what you can do is when you do the quest line, you can get a Wrathful Heart, the cycle one, the one with the attack speed and barrier, and you can put that in any slot. I have that on my neck piece right now because my neck piece is devious, so I wouldn't be able to run that thing that they're running, that thing that Brutus is running, because I don't have a vicious neck piece. So, but what I'd probably...
What's this heart I just got? You generate 11% barrier.
Yeah, that's not the one.
Hell no.
Yeah, you don't want that. That ain't it, Chief. Well, that could be quite good.
What's up, Benevolent? I've seen you join party.
Ouch. Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening to y'all. I'm cooking. Getting ready for work. Said I'll drop in for a little bit, you know. Already getting tired of Neverwinter.
Oh no, I just had to take a break for a little bit.
Bad, I don't blame you. It is required. Man, just drop hot eggs on my foot.
Yeah, they fixed that dungeon today and made it harder.
What?
Yep.
Look at it now.
Can't choose the last boss anymore.
They've said again.
You cannot choose the last boss fight anymore.
Oh.
You could run him around.
Yeah.
Whoever had Aggro, you could just keep running him around, but yeah, you can't do that anymore. You actually.
Yeah, that's the only time I won. That's the only time I beat it.
Sorry about that.
90% of the fucking completions I've done.
I'm surprised I didn't die though.
Running him around. There's only one tank that I ran with that. Yeah, that did it without having to run him around.
That's that.
And they fixed the shield glitch as well. The thing that we were all doing. Yeah, I knew they would fix that though. That was so broken.
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about the shield glitch with the scrolls. I was going to be like, wait, what?
There was a shield glitch with no power. It gave us a 7.5. What the fuck? He's a big boy. Come here. Oh, God,
Yeah, they won't fix that one tough.
No, that's what I was like, what? They fixed something that hurts the players? No way. Yeah, it does. Okay, now you're telling me there's another shield glitch that actually makes it so that you guys can have some fun. I'm like, okay, well, of course they fixed that. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. I'm with you now. Now that's the Neverwinter I know.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Oh damn. Wait, is that the one with the mount power you were telling me about, where you can just animation cancel it and spam it over and over again? Or is that something else? Yeah. Yeah, they were gonna fix that though. From the way you described it to me.
They fixed that quite fast, honestly.
Yeah, they did. But you,
But
before,
it was game
yeah,
breaking.
yeah, you was telling me that was
Delta
game breaking.
Trials
Yeah.
Just annihilate shit with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they don't normally let you animation cancel shit these days. Like they really tried to get that shit out of the game. There's not much shit you can animation cancel anymore, I don't think.
Oh no, I ran the wrong way.
Oh, good luck, bud. Oh, there you go. That's a 30-minute run back. That is on this class. Ooh. I know.
Look how far.
I know how painful it is as well. It's so slow. That's 30 minutes. That's about 3 seconds on his druid, bro. But it's 30 minutes on this class. Yeah, it's so slow. Even with the 20% movement speed, bro, you don't even notice it. It's like you're going backwards in time, bro. It's so fucked. I'm not gonna lie though, this class is super satisfying, like, to play. Like, it's slow, but when you get, like, you see it like a whole group of elites and your grasping veins fat stacks them, and you just fucking throw a bone spear and one shot all of that, satisfying as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, this is like, I wouldn't say it's my favorite class because I genuinely think I'd kind of like, I actually really was interested in the tornado build for the druid with the speed and stuff, but so I think I might like that more if it still exists when I eventually play this game again. But the problem is with that class though, as far as what it seemed like from watching you, is that you need a lot to get it. You need to build a lot, like you need a lot of specific gear to get it there.
It's all chance based as well.
That's the issue, yeah. See, with this class, the only
class revolves around
yeah,
which is not a very fun thing to play when it doesn't work.
To be fair, this class does as well. This class revolves completely around lucky hit, but it's not that bad because Bone Spear has a 50% lucky hit chance. But so it has Bone Spear's fucking lucky hit chance is like 52%, I think.
Okay, guys, I gotta get off.
54% of the minute for me. All right, bro. Have a good one.
Thank you.
I probably should have said don't kill anyone whilst he's driving. That would have been better. Try and make him a little bit nervous. I'm surprised he hasn't killed anyone, to be honest.
Yes, come on, minions, fuck him up.
Yeah, the minions don't do a crazy amount of damage, but honestly, just the amount of corpses they generate makes it so easy for you to just murder shit.
Oh, it's not just that. They keep you off or something.
Yeah, that's the point. Is they take aggro off you. That's why.
Sit here and throw
yep.
spears for days.
Yep. That's it, man. And once you get, yeah. Yeah. This class is a bit of a struggle, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was doing a tier 15 nightmare dungeon, just testing the waters with the class. The damage is obviously as it is, but the fucking survivability, bro, was awful. Even only at tier 15, it was a struggle with the survivability. I ended up having to find a chest piece that had max health on it. I dropped 1 damage stat and run max health, just to gain a little bit more, because it's not great. But it's not too bad now. With the max, the health thing does fix itself because there's a lot of boards that you'll get for health and stuff. But you know you got to get the Paragon stuff to get up there. So for now, you're kind of a cripple.
Look at this! I've got yellow arms.
There you go, buddy.
Look at this.
Oh, you're set now. There you go. You're gonna, bro, you're gonna have a lot more fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to Google how to get that fucking Wrathful Heart. But then saying that, I would need to... Yeah, I just realised you said it was white, didn't you? So I ain't even got to worry about what fucking slot it goes into. I was worried about having to change my neck piece, but you said it was white. So that's a non-issue. That's fucking weird.
I really wish I had that 4% fucking power now. I had a bunch of them as well. No,
yeah, well, yeah, the one way auto cast. You can get them really easy though, bro. Like, go to can you do? Have you want? Yeah, do that first. Do that first for the grasping veins. You want that shit. To put that, I mean, you don't have to put it on now because you might be switching out arms quite a bit, but you want that shit. Trust me. Like, the amount of damage increase you get when that shit goes off, it's mental. Well, I mean, the thing is me and Fish have slightly different builds, so I don't know whose you want to follow, but I mean, or you can make your own. You could make your own build.
Oh, I'm going all the way to level 50.
Well, I can tell you, I wouldn't wing it. I can tell you the passives to put in as you go. I won't wing it, but yeah, you don't have to look up a build.
Here we go. Pin on map.
Yeah.
Where is it?
That's the one you want, yeah.
Oh, shit, map.
Have you got malignant tunnels on that? Yeah. Or is it too early? That's too early. That's too early then. No, that's too early. If you don't even know what it is really, then it's too early. Okay.
Well, there's some enemies in the tunnels where
they just... Yeah. What you're looking for is an orange one. If you see an orange one drop, that's a vicious. That's got a chance of being the corpse one. The tendril one.
There's a malignant tunnel here. Yeah, here we go.
Go.
Like a green.
Yeah, if you look for... Let me find it. One of them's quite good. What you want, because what you can do... Where the fuck is the map? Get up here. Right, can you fuck off? These fucking mobs are just everywhere, bro. Fuck off. Oh, that's why. I've got a portal thing on here. Right, let me find this fucking thing. Can I even see it from here? But I can't. Oh, I can. It's called... Where is it? Here. It's called Ravening Pit. It's like bottom left from Kyovashad. And it's actually quite decent. There's brutals in there. What would be good is if you look around the map, you see at the top there's like writing, and it tells you what type of invoker there is. There's more. The more of it. If you do that, there's a chat. What you could do, because you pick up invokers as you go. I don't know if you picked any up yet. It's kind of a chance-based thing, but yeah, you can guarantee drops. So like, say I want a wrathful heart, right? Yeah. Well, if you've got a vicious invoker. If you find a tunnel where at the top it says Vicious Invoker, there's a chance that you kill all the enemies, right? You'll kill the main boss, and then past that, there's an event. And coming off of it, there'll be a white one, and then potentially there'll be a yellow one for a Vicious. But the Ravening Pit seems pretty good for... Even though that's a brutal, it seems pretty good for spawning, Vicious. But there'll always be, I think, at least 2 to 3 elites in each one of those tunnels. And any of them can really be Vicious. But if I was you, if you want to actually go out of your way to find that vicious thing, I would actually go to a Malignant Tunnel that uses a Vicious Invoker. And then you've got... Because then if you don't get one throughout the dungeon, you've got a chance with the event at the end that you could guarantee yourself a Vicious. Because if you use a Vicious Invoker, if it's an option, it will guarantee you a Vicious drop. Because it will spawn a Vicious enemy. Guaranteed. So, it's, yeah, definitely something to look into. If you want to go out your way to get it, but I'll be honest with you, bro. Like it's not that hard to get. That power is really, really common. Like you'll see what I mean as you rank up. How often you'll see that power. You may not even need to go out of your way to go get it.
There's that boy.
It seems since they took the advanced queue out of for the advanced dungeon out the advanced queue, higher people do it. That don't mean they're any good. This boy Dark been trying to learn this shit all goddamn day.
Mm-hmm. Where is it? Oh, 62. Okay.
I tried to run with him yesterday, but he wouldn't send me an invite.
Right, we got 62, so...
Actually, earlier that day. Motherfuckers was trash.
Oh, no, wait, no, I need to salvage because I'm fucked on resources, aren't I?
Oh. Found a devious malignant invoker. What was that fat boy?
It's not bad. It's not the one you need, but it might serve something decent. See.
Yeah, you should have seen it when I was doing the Capstone dungeon because I have World Tier 3 unlocked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, in that fucking room where you're fighting the boss that spawns those catapult dudes, or the fucking, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
dudes
yeah,
that are
yeah.
just annoying. I was literally running around that thing in a circle. And I was like, yeah, I'll just keep this occupied while you guys kill the boss.
That's fucking funny. No, that is funny. Oh, they're so low rolls, man. I want to use that, but that's some shit rolls, bro. See ya. See you, nerd. Yeah, the game was like, I hit level 60, and the game was like, hey, go do World Tier 4. I'm like, no, I don't think I will. I don't think I will, bro. I could barely survive a fucking Tier 15 Nightmare dungeon with this
Yeah, I know
fucking
Brutus
life.
and that tried World Tier, tried to capstone the other night, and they have the damage to do it, but they were just dying.
Yeah, yeah, it's too. You gotta build to that shit, bro. Like for me, I'm not gonna do that shit till I'm near level 70. I don't need to do it. Like I mean, if I can't, there's still a piece of gear that I need to get. I don't have a sacred piece of gloves, so
Oh, I got a new weapon.
I'm just gonna wait until I buff up my stuff. So, but Brutus isn't using a necro though, is he? He's using a rogue.
Rogue, yeah.
So it's different. But the necro's about as fucking squishy as the rogue, honestly. I think the rogue might be a bit tankier, I think, to be honest. But yeah.
Oh, look at this damage, bro. I picked up an electric pylon. Oh, it is.
You're set, buddy. They're finished.
Let me drag this shit to the boss. Come on. Dude didn't drop a fucking thing.
Oh, unlucky.
Somebody buy one of these in city. I know y'all need.
Oh, fuck, boys! Wait. Oh, I need to get more little skeleton guys who are dead.
Yeah, big one. Oh, it's a fucking damage this guy. Say he's not gonna die? Come on, I'm in there. Never mind.
Oh, the teleport dudes are fucking annoying.
You should see some of those fucking goblins. Wait till you have to chase down those fucking goblins, mate. And how fast they are and how slow you are. You know, if you can't one-shot them with Bone Spear, bro, good luck. Chase those bitches down. And they have some weird pathing as well, where they like glitch back and forth. Weird stuff. Like, there's some of those bitches I had to hunt down. Although I suppose it'd be a non-issue once you get that fucking Wrathful Heart that stores damage. Like, that sounds... Well, it is broken. It's just... I'm surprised they haven't actually patched that already. Considering how broken it sounds.
They're starting nerfing the main things in the season.
What's that? Like what?
And they never usually do fix things like that. Like,
no, yeah.
Season shit.
They just leave it till
Well,
the end of the season and don't do it again. Yeah, this ain't the same team though. There's no way this is the same team that made that game. There's no. I just don't believe it, because when you play that game, you can see there's genuine like joy and effort put into that game, and this game looks like a corporate fucking monstrosity. There's no way it's. I refuse to believe it's the same team that made both games. They have to be completely different. So.
Give me a fucking legendary. I ain't asking for it.
Well, that is quite a lot, bro. You're like level 20.
And?
What do you mean, and? That's kind of greedy, don't you think? Wow. That's kind of greedy of you, man.
Alright, that rusty blunt sword did some work there. Holy shit.
This is they're dying.
Oh, that's why, because I picked up the power by line.
Oh, a lethal pylon, yeah.
Alright, another knee ring.
There you go.
Oh, it's the people that died poison.
I mean, on the Necro, when you have the grasping veins thing, you can keep quite a few of them alive. I've probably got about an 80% success rate so far. I think they gave them a little bit more health, I'm not sure. Or it's just the grasping veins doing all the work, which is definitely possible.
Come on, Skelly boys, kill them all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, now imagine when you get that fucking vicious thing as well. It's like, do you know what I mean? It's going to be so easy for you to just kill everything, because if you put that corpse explosion thing on that, I'm telling you to put on the extra thing as well. When all the mobs are inside of all the corpses, it's just going to do a lot of damage. It would really help with your leveling up process. Oh, fake shrine, that is what I love to see, Dave. Oh, I don't love to see that. Oh no. Oh. Don't love that.
I call it.
Matter of fact, I'll let you have it. Give me some time to
That dude just gave me a potion.
There you go. Fucking potion.
I didn't get.
Yeah, but you need a potion as well.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you half of what I have for sale.
I love how it's on this too. Just yeah, that's a red flag right there. I was say he's got some brayers that you can have.
Oh, there's nothing on this.
Bro, I think you're kind of broke if you're scrounging 100,000 astral diamonds at this
Yeah, I was
point.
gonna say you're excited to see 100,000.
I'm pretty sure I did see it like stat. It was up one of the YouTubers put out like the average player on that game. It's a little while back, obviously, but they only have like, you know how you guys, well, most of you guys, you have like quite a lot of money, but you'd be surprised how little money most players actually have. Apparently, most of them only clear about $1 million on average that they have.
Rico's played that game pretty much just as long as it has.
Yeah.
Like on and off, obviously.
Well, a lot of on and off now. How much does he have?
250k.
Yeah.
And I was like,
because you guys have quite a lot, so
how much ADD I just put a couple of hundred.
yeah.
But, oh, I have that same. I was like, what? You have 100 million?
Yeah.
And he just sat there. He's like, no, I have 250k.
I was gonna say, imagine if you still had your. Did you include your main account in that? You know, when you tried to manipulate the market and destroy the whole game, yeah. Yeah, that's why they banned it. For that reason right there. You got an inside man. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna tank this item today.
Yeah, go buy all these fucking Mystic Pharaohs.
Yeah. Some fucking bullshit that is, man. Some insider trading on Neverwinter. Outrageous stuff.
No, I think they got watching. I swear to God, I feel the list of goddamn Storm goddamn companions twice. each time I went back, it was another list of them bitches left.
Right, so on corpse explosion. Oh, I can only put one. So I'll put.
Yeah, put the first one in. Put the first one
I
in.
can't. Oh,
Wait, what's up?
sorry. I've got to put a point into the actual skill itself. I
Oh,
only have it via a
don't.
piece of
Hold
gear
on.
or
Don't.
something.
All right, hold on then. Let's not. Well, you don't have to do that. Are you down in the next
Like-
tree? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What might actually be quite good for you is if you see in the next tree, there's a passive called Death's Embrace.
Yeah.
Somebody else ride around
Yeah,
this bitch.
but you do more damage to close enemies, but they do less damage to you. That might help you just for surviving. It's either that or you can go with.
Oh, I'm not. I have no problem surviving.
Oh, don't.
Somebody
All right,
else
what
is
you could do
destroyed,
if you don't want to go corpse explosion, but you kind of need to. You can't.
Oh no, I want to, but I'm saying I've got to put a point.
Yeah, yeah,
corpse
yeah.
itself.
Just do it because it will fuel the other two things. It will fuel Grim Harvest and Fueled by Death. Yeah, just start doing that. Yeah. You know what? Honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd honestly take points out of Blood Mist. Take your points out of Blood Mist because you ain't gonna need that shit with those minions. You're not gonna need it. And then just put those into Corpse Explosion for now and go back to Blood Mist later because you really won't need it. And it will just get you there a bit faster. Like, how many points you got with Blood Mist? Because you should have...
One.
Well, it's better than nothing. I'd just do
I
one.
put all my points into Bone Spur.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. So just take one out of Blood Mist for now, and then just put it
I'll
into...
take one out of that Fueled by Death as well, and then put it into...
Oh, yeah, you could... Yeah. How many you got in Fueled by Death? Wait, have you got both? What, so you've got Grim Harvest and Fueled by Death at 3?
Yeah, they both have terrain. I just took
Yeah.
one out of the...
Yeah, do that, and then go to...
Which one am I going for the...
You want it for now, go for the one at the bottom, the Plague Corpse Explosion, because it's better for the campaign than the other one for now. Yeah, and then once you get up, you'll switch over, but you don't need that right now. You need explosive damage that can stack. So, and it will help because as you've seen how many corpses those minions generate, that's handy. And then obviously if you can once you can get your corpse tendril thing online, bro, you know when they stack on the corpses, you'll do some good damage with your bone spear as well.
Right, I've just got that power, so I'll put that on my neck piece.
What's that? The splintering? Or no. No, the grasping veins one you want on your arms realistically, but if you're swapping out arms a lot, you could just leave it off for now.
Grasping veins, here we go.
Have you got the splintering aspect on already? The one for bone spear?
No, I'm not about that.
Yeah, put that on the
Not
neck
on neck.
piece. Yeah, put that on the neck piece. And then
Wait, well, let me.
you might not have the resources.
Wait, I might not have it.
Why would you not have it? Then you go get
When
it.
did I pick?
It should be called splintering aspect. I'm pretty sure it's called.
Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah.
Why didn't it let me put it on my neck?
Are you sure you got the resources to put it on? Because you're quite low level, bro.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Alright.
It's a little bit less than it would be on a two-hander, but for now, it'll work a lot better. I mean, I'm still doing it, and I'm in the 60s. Because you're still going to get better weapons, so... Yeah.
How do I get rid of all these? Where's that little dude where I can fucking salvage all this shit?
Yeah, then...
There's one in Kovachad, isn't there?
Yeah. There's one in Kovachad, there's one in, I think, in most major cities. Yeah. What you'll want now is you want right now you want to get a vicious ring, so you can put that corpse thing on, so the tendrils all prop, and then you'll want what's it called? And then after that, then you can put your grasping veins on.
I got one.
Oh, nice.
But
So
I need the power.
yeah, well, once you get the power, then you'll be good. That's what you're looking for right now.
Alright, so I want to salvage it.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I ain't gonna have them. Actually, yeah.